So this is going to be video number 2 today. And today I'm going to talk about permission. I touched on it very briefly in the last video, but this is something that I've learned with friends that have had difficulties. And so basically what I'm talking about is the permission to help, the permission to heal, the permission to talk even. Okay. So I have a friend and he has very serious depression issues. And he didn't want to face them. Like he didn't really know they were there, but once he knew that they were there, it was a matter of facing them, and he wasn't ready to face them. He had a few major things happen that he needed to be seeking therapy for. And through this therapy, he learned what it is to allow yourself to take help, to accept help. And it would be to the point before all this happened that where if you just try to talk to him and you said something he didn't like, he dismissed you, he put a wall up, he got really hurt, and he walked away. He just didn't want to hear it. You know, it was F you this, and you're wrong, and stop judging me, and all of these sort of things. And it got to the point where it's like, well, I understand things are bad for you, but I kind of don't want to touch your issues, because that usually leads to me being in the doghouse with you. So when he went in for therapy and he was actually opening himself up to help, I asked him, I said, okay, well, I'm willing to work with you, I'm willing to be there for you, but, you know, I need your permission. Like, I've learned this, and I don't know when it dawned on me, but somewhere or another I learned that when a person is in need of help, and real help, you sort of need to get their permission. That means it's more than just, can I help you? It's, can I say the things that I need to say to you that will make you think without you getting pissed at me for being honest? Can I reach out to you and tell you what I see openly and honestly without you biting my head off, because I care about you and I want to see you succeed? Can I say, hey, I've noticed, you know, you're staying out late, and, you know, you're being, you know, doing the things that I know to be vices for when things are going on that you don't want to deal with. Can I call you on that? Not in a mean way, but in an honest way, to start a conversation that will result in you taking a look at what you're doing. Because sometimes our vices are subconscious, and we don't realize we're doing them, but other people do. So I asked him for his permission to help him. And he thought about it. He thought about it a lot, and he thought about it for a long time. And I don't mean like a long time, like months, but I mean like at least a week. And he is the second person in life that I have ever asked for a letter of permission. And the reason I ask for a letter of permission is so that he can take the time to sit down and think about, is he really willing to face honesty when he talks to me? Is he really ready to deal with the things that I would call him on? Is he really ready to do the work? Because if you're not, and people are trying to help you, they're coming at you from all sides to help you, and they've got solutions you don't want to hear because they may entail things you don't want to do or you're not ready to do, you're going to get defensive, you're going to put a wall up, you're going to get hurt, and you're going to walk away. So when you give a person permission to be that for you, that's basically saying, okay, I may not like what you have to. That's what he told me in the letter. He goes, you know, I thought your letter of permission was stupid. Because if you're going to be my friend, then yeah, of course, help when I ask for help. He goes, but as I thought about it, I realized that I can be an asshole when I'm upset. He goes, and I know I say a lot of hurtful stuff to you when I'm upset. He goes, so yeah. He goes, I thought about it. I thought about how mad I get at you when you're telling me the truth and I just don't want to hear it. He goes, but you know what? I give you permission. He goes, because shit needs to change. And so from then, he's given me permission to be that person, to be that person to help when he's on a low point, when he's vicing, when he's doing things that he knows he shouldn't be doing, or not doing things he knows he should be doing. So ever since that time, he hasn't liked what I've said sometimes, but he's been open to it. And he'll go back and he'll think about it, and he'll be like, you know what, you're right. He goes, and I decided to give a letter of permission to my parents, too. Because I guess his mom wanted to have open communication with it. It's kind of like giving an open communication. Like, yes, I know that these things are wrong with me, but I'm open to receiving help if you're open to giving it. And we don't have to do this with everybody we know, but there are certain people that we need to give permission to if we want to, if we want to be called on our shit and we're not always ready to hear from the outside world. Some people don't need a letter of permission or need to do that kind of thing because because they're willing to deal with, whether they want to or not, the things that are wrong. But when it's a major case of not wanting to deal with things or not being able to understand that you're acting out, so to speak, it's a really good idea. And it does take some time to get used to it, because I know that my friend was very like, God, why the hell did I ever do this crap? At first. And now, whether he still gets angry or not, I don't know, because he doesn't voice it so much with me. He just says, okay, well, I need to think about that. And then he hangs up the phone. And then a couple days later, I'll hear back from him. He's like, you know what? I've been thinking about what you said, and I really didn't like it at first, but I understand where it's coming from. I understand what you're saying. And he's willing to work on it. And that's one of the most awesome things that, like, it's like when your friendship reaches a new high. So it's kind of a different, I think it's kind of a, allowing people who may not be comfortable with it a more intimate communication. And it's a good thing. I mean, to be able to give that help and know that that person is open to receiving it. And I have seen a change in my friend. I've seen a great change in my friend since, he's first sought therapy, since he's first gotten help. And it's a really good thing to see him on his feet. And so it's all about wondering or realizing or thinking about if you're somebody who needs to find a friend or a couple of friends that you talk to them about this and be like, you know what, I realize that I'm this, that, and the other, and I can act this, that, and the other way, but I need to change things, and you guys are the ones that I feel the most comfortable with getting help from. In my opinion, the person that I would seek out to be somebody I would grant permission to is somebody who's not judgmental, but is very tough love and will call you on your shit. Somebody who won't sugarcoat, like somebody who knows you, who knows when you're a little too raw to not sugarcoat things a little bit, or maybe, you just really need to hear this and is honest. Not from a mean perspective or standpoint, or from a judgmental standpoint, but as somebody who genuinely cares about you and wants to see you right again. So I think that it's a really good way of building communication, especially when you need more help than just, advice that you can get in a chat room or a forum or what have you. So that's pretty much all I have to say on this topic. Again, I'd like to know if you guys have had experiences with this kind of thing, and you can leave it in the comment section. So thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Many blessings. Bye-bye.